Welcome to Charlottesville, home of the University of Virginia and the Cavaliers, where around here they say learning never ends, and they hope to teach a lesson in this one. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the South Florida Bulls, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Cavaliers will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So USF's offense will take the first swing of the game. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you'd build one just like this, especially with those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on third down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Well, it's so nice to have such a big body that when he's covered, he's open, right? Like, it doesn't matter because he's got great hands and that big frame you can really utilize.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Power football with the run. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Looking for a man. It's Tate. Throws to the tight end. That pass is incomplete. So the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted, messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And you don't always see tosses into the boundary. Most people want to go to the wide side of the field. Defense was ready. Not as much space when you go wide out there, but more importantly, the defense doing a great job winning, setting the edge, running to the football, shutting the toss down.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed to rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Really nice third down sub-defense there at that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete. A fourth down stop and the turnover on downs. So Virginia's offense will go to work for the first time. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game, the head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see?
The Cavaliers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Fast motion from the offense. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He caught it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 2nd and goal for the offense. Quarterback on the keeper. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Virginia.
It's what makes this offense so hard to stop. When you've got an athletic quarterback, you've got to worry about him in the running game. And there on the option, he makes the right decision, keeping it, and he caps off the opening drive of the game with a TD.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Feeling some heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Virginia has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this.
Oh, picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 10. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the IAT.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cavaliers. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, If you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Oh, the ball squirts out.
You know, these running backs have to keep 5 points of pressure on the ball, especially against this defense that prides themselves on creating takeaways. And the offense, real lucky they jumped on that one.
It's a reverse. At the 20, he's got space. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, it's a long gain on the jet sweep. How good is he in the open field, guys? Making guys miss. He's allowing his blocks to set up and then getting upfield.
Swings it out to his running back. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking for a man. It's Tate. Buys a little extra time. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. The big fellas coming out the goal line defense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Needs to get it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown, South Florida. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the air on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Got his man. At midfield, he's got room. Flying down the left side. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Virginia. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. He's going to pass. He rifles one deep down the right side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. The incomplete pass leaves them with second down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Back to pass, it's Tate. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The Bulls want to crank the tempo. On fourth down, looking to pass. Throws for the tight end. What a snag by the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sent it the other way.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Quick strike complete. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Another incompletion on third down. And the Cavaliers line up to punt it away.
Number 15 on to kick it away.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, it's Tate. He slings it deep to the left. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Charlottesville.
And the Bulls will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And I think this team knew going into halftime, trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Ball carried by the quarterback.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. To the ground with the back. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Cavaliers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Bulls headed quickly to the line.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line getting set on second down. Takes the handoff. It's Davenport. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Hey, those little chunks keep annoying the crud out of you when you're on defense. It's just putting them in easy situations, chewing up 4 to 6 yards at a pop like that. Put you in a bad situation as a defensive coordinator. What do I call? Either way, priority number one, you got to stop the run.
Back to throw, it's Tate. Fires toward the end zone. And it's his 4th interception of the game.
He's just Johnny on the spot. That's now his 2nd interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, boy.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And he falls on his own fumble, and they avoid the turnover. And the Cavaliers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The offense set for a first down play. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. To the 10. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And this is a really good job of getting on the perimeter so quickly. When you run these tosses, you get away from the big boys. And when you got speed in the backfield, let him do the rest, right? Flip it to him, let him get outside, let him run the football, make a big gain. When you got speed at the running back spot, you definitely want to toss it to him and get him on the perimeter.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Going for it all. Touchdown Bulls. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. USC found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat, something this program has done time and time again inside the Coliseum. Fight on, and the men of Troy will do just that. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
That receiver is going to think twice about running that same route again as this game goes on, because he just got lit up. I'm not even sure how he held on to that ball.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Flips it out to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And the Bulls moving quickly to the line. To the air, it's Tate. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it down the left side. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Virginia has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. First down to start the drive after the break. The give from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield and make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about.
Hold it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense gets set for second down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read.
And I love the play call. Get it to the running back, chew up some yards so you make third down more manageable. 3rd and 10, 3rd and 9, Jesse. Now as a quarterback, I can be successful.
Yeah, and I think the play worked in part because the defense was expecting pass and that down and distance. So it begs the question now on 3rd and long again, might the offense go back to handing it off to their...
Got enough space, and into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, USF! And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Cavaliers decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Nice play offensively. You go with the toss to the left, and how about the blocking downfield by the wide receiver on that play? If you're going to run to the perimeter, you got to have guys doing work downfield for you, and they had it on that one.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. On the run, it's Davenport. Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
44, nice positive gain, puts you in a great situation.
A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown Bulls! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Man, and how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Dumps it off in the flats. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Fourth down, gotta have it here. He did not get there, and they'll have to give up the football, and they might have just seen this game slip away. The Bulls enter the final minute with the lead, trying to run out the clock. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. You already have the lead. Scoring is always good, but milk the clock and it will be your friend. A first down run in the red zone. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Looking to throw on third and goal. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
After that incompletion on third and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on fourth down and pad the lead. But if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
Looking to throw, it's Tate. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
What a great stop in a big moment for this defense. Nice job getting the stop. Now listen, the ball goes back to the offense, and this has a chance now to be a great finish. That was a clutch stand for this defense.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one.
Well, you look at the clock, they've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.